That's how I am about DC. Like when people come to visit, I'm like, ugh. Like, I don't want to go to DC.
I love DC. Oh my
yes,
God. I love it.
About these part because I've never been to DC before, so we're about to come out there.
Yeah,
I love
DC.
you. I'll meet you. I love it.
I'm more of a Baltimore girl, so if you guys ever visit, I'll show you Baltimore better. But I'm pretty well versed with DC, so come hang out.
I'm gonna go eat some crab, Laura.
Yeah,
I'll eat crab too.
Yeah,
maybe crab cakes and football.
Oh yeah, crab cake.
Oh no, it's football's in the fall. Maybe the fall, like when it's not cold, but it's not.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like October, November.
Yeah,
that sounds like a nice. Maybe we can do a Friendsgiving.
I do a Friendsgiving.
That would be really, really nice.
Well, like a regular Friendsgiving.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite days of the whole year. It's just like my best friends and their kids, and everyone brings a dish, and it's like everyone just gets along, and I love it. Everyone looks forward to it every year.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for like 10 years.
Wow.
You've been doing it for 10 years?
Yeah, I think this will be my, I think 2014 or 15 was my first, so 9 or 10 years.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. To keep that going too, and make sure everyone like
and everyone shows up every year. Yeah. So, anywho, what's on the agenda there, Jordana?
Just us. just
us. Vibes.
Yeah, just us.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say something. Leo season is upon us, and I'm excited about it.
It's there. It's coming.
We right.
I am excited.
I'm excited.
August 23rd?
August 21st.
21st.
Okay, 21st. I knew it was near my girls. They're the 23rd and 25th. So y'all are actually they're not Leos, are they? Isn't 22 the cutoff?
Virgo.
Virgos.
Okay.
I'm half and half also. So I'm half and half.
Half and half.
I have a lot of Virgo tendencies.
Yeah, we still gotta pull your charts so that we can
Yes, I'm ready. I am so ready. Can we do it this week?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Because we'll see really where your Leo Virgos are at by your date of your time of birth. That's where it comes in.
I have to call my mommy. Look.
You know what, Tiara? Venus is in Leo. The
what
hair
does that mean?
The hair.
This is my Vegas hair.
Yeah, Venus is in Leo. We're feeling flirty. 30, flirty, and thriving was really like true to the slogan. Like, because that's the energy right now. Everybody's flirtatious. Everybody's feeling themselves. Everybody's like, I woke up looking sexy. Ain't get nothing different.
Right. Yes, that's true.
Last summer we had a Venus retrograde and it was weird. It was so weird energy. Like everybody's relationships was tense. Like dating was just ick. Like a lot of women were just turned off completely.
I can tell you my story. Last year was crazy. It was wild
for romance. This summer, we're looking at some better vibes.
I feel like this summer is more about less about like your romantic relationships and more like your relationship with yourself and like feeling beautiful within your own energy and for sure.
Last year I was a postpartum mom, so I was still going through that. So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm glad that's done with.
I've never experienced it in my life, and it took forever to leave me alone. Like, get off my back. I didn't know what the hell that was. I thought,
7 years
as a mom, when I had my first son, I was thinking like,
I didn't go through this.
Those moms, they're just extra. They just don't know that they're just emotional. But to have it hit you, 100 years old, having your second baby.
You said 100 years old. Stop it.
It hit different. I will say that was an experience in itself, and I pray for all of those moms because
it's good that you recognize it though, and like you're able to like navigate your way through that without changing the core person of who you are, and like you as a mother. Like you just kind of recognize it, and we're like, all right, that was tough, but we got through it. Like not a lot of
through. We made it.
Yeah,
we made it because
made it.
I think it takes like 18 months. They said for your hormones to go back to normal after you have a baby.
No, like, 7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
Wait,
I just made it out.
Jeez. Oh shit!
7 years before you are completely back to like a full reset. Takes 7 years. Yeah,
that's crazy.
By then you're like a whole new person though, because you get new cells you generate new cells and you're a whole new person.
Like, 5 more years to go.
You might say goodbye. You're never going to return back to that person. You're not going to be that person anymore.
Yeah.
That's done.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. It is cool how it takes 7 years to completely reset from having a child, and then also you regenerate every 7 years. I think that's not a coincidence.
Yeah, like why there's a correlation there.
Yeah, that's not
we don't know what it
I'm
is.
gonna tell one of my best friends not to watch this episode because she had a baby in May and she is going through it, waiting for those hormones to get back in balance. So we're just not going to tell her it could take 7 years.
I mean, she'll feel regulated. Like my baby will be 2 on the 26th. So she'll feel regulated, but she's still not the same person she was pre-pregnancy. Yeah, I'm totally different. I literally attitude, like my fuse is longer. Like I'm totally different than what I was. And then you add the postpartum onto it, trying to regulate, trying to maneuver through that. It did. I mean, postpartum is fuck postpartum, but it did me good.
Yeah. I don't know if yours was like planned or not, but like my friend who I'm speaking of, like her first baby was planned. He'll be 3. And she's my age, so she'll be 40 in less than a year. And this baby was like complete surprise, like oopsie daisy. And she's older and like, so like, you know, she's still coming to grips with like the fact that she's even like a new mom again. And then like mixed with the postpartum hormones. God, what we would do like without our girlfriends. We've just like been rallying around her, like trying to help and like come over with wine. And,
because the mom I was at 25 is totally different than the mom I am at 35.
Totally.
And I feel like I'm 45 because
right. Yeah, that second kid, that difference, mine are only 4 years apart. And that difference in energy from like 25 to 29, night and day. Like props to you. You said it's 10-year difference?
10 years, yep.
Yeah. So it's something.
Like,
Kai was planned.
I don't know.
Kai was planned. She came a month earlier than I planned, but meaning I found out I was pregnant a month earlier, but I had planned her to the date that I wanted, you know. Levi was my oops baby, but it was like, if you get pregnant, okay, cool. But he still was the kind of surprise, like
unplanned.
Yeah.
He's what, 13, 12?
Girl, my baby 10. He'll be 11 in December. He'll be 11.
Isn't he in middle school?
So they're 9 years apart, not 10 years. But I had him at 25. I had a birthday pregnant. And then I turned 35 a couple weeks after I had Kai. So
he is how tall is he?
He's great.
Almost as tall as you.
He looks like he's like 15. I thought he was
like a weed, but he comes about right here. So yeah, he's getting there.
So handsome. Your kids are so cute.
Thank you.
I know. I miss little Kai, but we got some.
Oh yeah, you know she does not play about that sleep.
Yeah, it was
no,
later.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah, shout out to Duke. If you're watching this,
I'll watch it later on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting testimony to like to hear about postpartum. I always wonder, like, knowing what I know now, would it be different if I went through postpartum? But
yeah, I don't know what it is.
I can't see like
I could say the only thing I did wrong is I didn't get a therapist. I could have, you know, I should have. But you know, I feel like I got it. I'll figure it out. So it took me a little more, you know, maneuvering. But I should have gotten a therapist, and it probably wouldn't have lasted so long.
Okay.
The amount of times I say that in a day, I should have a therapist. I could like coin that phrase.
I always start, and I'll go by my 3rd session. I'll be like, you know what, ma'am? I can't.
Yeah.
Traveling with kids. So I always travel with my kids now, except for Vegas was our first time. But I kind of mix it up. One with kids, one without, because I feel like I shouldn't go out of town without taking them somewhere fun. So Kai's first trip was Universal Studios. She was 4 months. But yeah, do you guys travel with kids?
I'm thinking of this quote.
Yeah. I haven't
Wait, can I share the quote real quick? Hold on, before I forget it. It's wait, what was it? It's traveling with kids isn't a vacation. You're just taking care of your kids in another city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that shit gets
stressful.
That's totally true.
My kids are a little bit older, but like, the last time I took my kids on vacation was to Knott's Berry Farm, and it was like the summer of 2019. So it was like before COVID. I haven't taken them anywhere since COVID, but I've been traveling since COVID. I've traveled by myself several times since of COVID starting. One, because it was cheaper for me to fly places, and I was doing solo trips, and I wanted to do solo trips. And it's more expensive. I got 2 grown men. I was like, y'all, I got to chip in. But this year, by the end of the year, I want to take them on a cruise. I'm just going to do like a 3-day like Mexican cruise. I can take them
nice. That'll be nice.
And none of us have been on cruises before. So it's going to be a new experience for both of us, or all 3 of us. And then I'm trying to get my friends. I'm all Calliope.
I'm scared of cruises. I'm scared.
Oh, because it's cheaper if you get like a bunch of people to go with you, and you buy all your tickets together, because like the first 2 tickets are like the full price, and then every ticket after that's like $30. I'm like, what? So like,
I didn't know that.
Me either, until I started looking at prices for cruises, and I was just like, well, if we go in like a bigger group, then like we can get like 5 tickets for $30. So I'm like, that's a way, and then we can just combine it, like all the adults combine everything, and then we just split it like with the adults. See, Calliope, the cruises are awesome.
Big old body of water, sitting in the ocean's living room.
Yes.
In the ocean's bathtub.
On a floating resort.
It takes
drinking Mai Tais and dancing.
One shake and we're done. I'm scared. I have an irrational fear. I'm sorry. I feel like it's just going to be me that just gets swallowed up.
You?
Titanic round 2.
I don't know why that.
Well, bring Ivy. I'll make sure Ivy's good. Water's going to swallow you up.
That's a good way to go. Floating in the ocean. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes and just let it take you under. That's all you can do is just close your eyes and let it take you under.
Deep breath and go.
You can't breathe. Your lungs just
close your eyes and relax.
Jack.
That's all you can do.
I think about this. I really do think about this, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Scorpio in me. But yeah,
that's a cool way to go. She was traveling, making memories.
Water just swallowed her up.
Just her. Not the other 5,000 people.
No, not the other 5,000 people. All of a sudden, we seen her by the edge, and I don't know what happened. The water just came up and got her.
As the water spirit.
Like, what in the Moana is this?
What in the roses Jack is happening?
Man, what?
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm gonna go with y'all. I'm gonna get us the matching, the thing with the little extender, so we're
have one.
Stay with me.
You mean
you can't go alone and do shit. You are attached to me. The whole you gotta pee. We going together because I don't trust it.
We're using the buddy system.
Yes,
definitely the buddy system on cruises for sure.
I feel like a cruise is a good thing to do with like younger kids because they can only get so lost. Like you only have the borders of the ship,
That's scary.
You just get on like an air tag and put an air tag on your kid.
Right. When we were in Paris, Julia turned her head. My 9-year-old turned her head for like 2 seconds and we walked off. And like she was gone only for like 30 seconds. But in the middle of Paris, like when you can't see your kid, and I feel like on a cruise ship, you just be like, like they know where like the lost kid, counter is.
Lost your bag for kids.
I lost my parents.
Like them all.
Yeah. Just go to the security desk. If you
right.
go to security, they'll call me. That's the best stuff.
When you go on your cruise, though, this is not sponsored to anyone listening. You need to go on cheapcaribbean.com. I don't know if you've used them before, but it's really good for last minute trips. Like if you're going within the next like month or so, because the way that it works, it's like so cheap. They would rather sell you a ticket for something like really cheap than not sell the ticket at all. We used that for my honeymoon. Granted, this was in 2009, but still, we went to Puerto Rico for a week, flights included, stayed at the Ritz-Carlton for a grand total of $1,000.
What?
Wow.
Like insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the regular price was like several thousand. So cheapcaribbean.com.
Cheapcaribbean.com. Okay.
And then click on deals and you choose your adventure.
Okay.
The way you said that, Laura, you're like, choose your adventure.